Let's have a look at some of the documents you can create in Jibility for our initiatives and the roadmap. Here we can click on and have a look at the initiatives and courses of action on a page. In this document, we list all the initiatives and the corresponding courses of action for each of the initiatives. Let's have a zoom in here and have a look at what example look like. So here's an initiative and the corresponding course of actions for the initiative. Here we can actually choose to stretch or unstretch the course of action by selecting this option, and that's just for creating a more balanced view if you want to stretch the course of action. One useful feature is to apply a filter. So let's say you want to filter by customers and marketing. If you click on that filter, that will then list only the initiatives that have been tagged with the label customer and marketing. This is a particularly useful feature. If you want to, for example, list only the customer and marketing initiatives and send these initiatives only to the stakeholder responsible for that area, then this is how you would do it. And you can, of course, use this to filter initiatives in other documents, as we will see later. Let's move to the next one, prioritize initiatives. So prioritize initiative is your 2x2 showing you the value against risk and effort and how we prioritize initiatives earlier. It also shows you the priority as per the symbolism that we have in our legend. And as I mentioned earlier, you can choose to actually show here apply the filter, which then allows us to decide what we want to show in our 2x2. Let's have a look at the prioritized 2x2 document. In this document, we're showing the 2x2 matrix, which is the listing of all the initiatives against the value and risk effort as we have done in the initiative step. The initiatives are shown here with the symbolism of the prioritized initiatives being a solid dot and the half dot being the ones not prioritized. You can also apply the filter, such as customer marketing again, to show us all the initiatives that matches that filter. In here, you can choose to also show the estimated costs and benefits on the bottom if you have that defined. Here, I've just chosen to show the estimated costs. Let's move on to the next document and have a look at the initiative summary. This is a really good document where you want to summarize each initiative on a page. In this example, innovation management capability established is an initiative that here is described by its description, but we can also see the courses of actions associated with this initiative, the stage that it is on our roadmap, the theme it's on, the capability that would be improved if we deliver this initiative, which objectives does it meet, and what challenge does it address. You can also choose to show the estimated costs and benefits if you have enabled benefits capture and you have actually defined them. We're just going to show the estimated costs in this particular example, and we can choose to do that, and we can see the estimated cost here on the bottom. Of course, everything's generated here in Jibility. So as you make changes in Jibility, these documents that are generated will also be changed depending on what you move and create within Jibility. So if you add a new course of action for this initiative, that'll be shown here automatically in this document. Let's have a look at the next document, which is the initiative summary. That's the same representation as per initiative summary page, but now listed in a tabular form. And likewise, you can choose to show estimated costs, which will then be shown as an extra column here, as shown here. And if, of course, if you have benefits as well, if you enable that, that will show them as extra columns. You can also sort by the different columns here by choosing the options here. One useful thing about the tabular form is that you can generate a spreadsheet file with this particular document in case you want to import this content into another product. You can also create a theme summary for your roadmap. If you describe each of your theme, you can then have a one page that describes each of your theme. Likewise, if you describe each of your stage, you can generate a one page that describes the stages of your roadmap. Here we're on to the roadmap itself, and here we can see all the initiatives that's laid out on our roadmap against the themes and the stages. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see what that roadmap is. In here, you can also choose to filter out the themes, particularly if you have a very tall roadmap and you have a number of themes. You may not be able to show that in a level of detail, particularly if you want to cut the image and put it onto a presentation. And what you can do is choose to unselect the themes and select the themes that you want to show on your roadmap. And in this case, I'm choosing a couple of themes, of 3 or 4 themes. Here, I've just chosen 4 themes. And what you can do then is to generate an image and cut the specific themes that you want to show on your presentation so that you can see it with greater clarity. Finally, let's have a look at the strategy roadmap one-pager. This is just a simple one-page summary of your strategy. And essentially, we're showing here the top 5 challenges and the corresponding top 5 objective, the roadmap that you need to deliver. And if you deliver this roadmap, these are the capabilities that will be improved or delivered in your organization. You can choose, of course, to increase the number of challenges shown and number of objectives shown. We can do that by simply clicking here and increasing that number. But in this case here, I'm going to have to change it to an A3 style sheet. Otherwise, there's just not enough room to show more than 5 challenges. So I'm going to do that and actually say, well, let's show the 7 challenges and show the 7 objectives. And I can do that. And I'm going to say, well, actually, there's more than 5 capabilities that will be uplifted. There's 8 capabilities I want to show. And Jibility will show you a summary view of my top 7 challenges, the top 7 objectives, the roadmap, and the top 8 capabilities that will be improved by delivering this roadmap. And there you have it. There's a summary of the documents that's relevant for the initiatives and roadmap steps within Jibility.